Hello, my name is Danielle Hairston-Green and I'm with University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Extension. And I'm so excited today that I get to read a really awesome book for you. Are you excited? That's fantastic. Today's book read is My Rolls and Piles of Coins by Tololwa M. Mollel. Can you tell what this book is about? That's a really good guess. This book is about a young boy's journey to purchasing his very first bicycle, and he lives in Africa. When we're done with the book, we'll share an activity that you and your parent can do to help you earn money for the things that you may want. Are you ready for the book read? I certainly am. After a good day at the market, my mother, Yayo, gave me 5 whole 10-cent coins. I gaped at the money until Yayo nudged me. Saruni, what are you waiting for? Go and buy yourself something. I plunged into the market. I saw roasted peanuts, chapati, rice cakes, and sambusa. There were wooden toy trucks, kites, slingshots, and marbles. My heart beat excitedly. I wanted to buy everything, but I clutched my coins tightly in my pocket. The market is awesome. Look how beautiful. At the edge of the market, I stopped. In a neat sparkling row stood several big new bicycles. One of them was decorated all over with red and blue. My favorite color is red. That's what I would buy. For some time now, Marete, my father, had been teaching me to ride his bike. And it's a big, heavy bicycle. If only I had a bicycle of my own. A gruff voice startled me. What are you looking for, little boy? I turned and I bumped into a tall, skinny man who laughed at my confusion. Embarrassed, I hurried back to Yayo. That night, I dropped 10-cent coins into my secret money box. It held other 10-cent coins. Yayo had given me for helping with market work on Saturdays. By the dim light of a lantern, I feasted my eyes on the money. I couldn't believe it was all mine. I emptied the box, arranged all the coins in piles, and the piles in rows. Then I counted the coins and thought about the bicycle I longed to buy. Every day after school, when I wasn't helping Yayo to prepare supper, I asked Marete if I could ride his bicycle. He held the bicycle steady while I rode around, my toes barely touching the pedals. Whenever Marete let go, I wobbled, fell off, or crashed into things and among coffee trees. Other children from the neighborhood had a good laugh watching me. Go on, laugh, I thought, sore but determined. Soon I will be like a cheetah on wheels, racing on errands with my very own bicycle. Have any one of you ever fell off of a bicycle before? Saturday after Saturday, we took goods to market, piled high on Yayo's head and on my squeaky old wooden wheelbarrow. We sold dried beans and maize, pumpkins, spinach, bananas, firewood, and eggs. My money box grew heavier. I emptied the box, arranged the coins in piles, and the piles in rows. Then I counted the coins and thought about the blue and red bicycle. Look at all of that money. After several more lessons, Murete let me ride on my own while he shouted instructions. Eyes up, arms straight, keep pedaling, slow down. I enjoyed the breeze on my face, the pedals turning smoothly under my feet, and most of all, Yayo's proud smile as she watched me ride. How surprised she would be to see my new bicycle, and how grateful she would be when I used it to help her on market days. Check him out. He's doing it. The heavy March rains came. The ground became so muddy, nobody went to market. Instead, I helped Yayo with house chores. When it wasn't raining, I helped Murete on the coffee farm. We pruned the coffee trees and put fallen leaves and twigs around the coffee stems. Whenever I could, I practiced riding Murete's bicycle. It stopped raining in June, and not long after, school closed. Our harvest fresh maize and peas, sweet potatoes and vegetables and fruits was so big. We went to market on Saturdays and Wednesdays. My money box grew heavier and heavier. Check out the money. I emptied the box, arranged the coins in piles and the piles in rows. Then I counted the coins and thought about the bicycle I would buy. A few days later, I grew confident enough to try to ride a loaded bicycle. With Murete's help, I strapped a giant pumpkin on the carrier behind me. When I attempted to pedal, the bicycle wobbled so dangerously that Murete alongside me had to grab it. "All right, Saruni, the load is too heavy for you," he said, and I got off. Mounting the bicycle to ride back to the house, he sighed wearily. "And hard on my bones, which are getting too old for pedaling." I practiced daily with smaller loads, and slowly I learned to ride a loaded bicycle. No more pushing the squeaky old wheelbarrow, I thought. I would ride my load tall and proud on my bicycle, just like Murete. Check him out. Anyone ever seen a pumpkin so big? On the first Saturday after school opened in July, we went to market as usual. Late in the afternoon, after selling all we had, Yayo sat talking with another trader. I set off into the crowd. I wore an old coat Murete had handed down to me for chilly July days like today. My precious coins were wrapped in various bundles inside the oversized pockets of the coat. I must be the richest boy in the world, I thought, feeling like a king. I can buy anything. Check out that cool coat, huh? The tall, skinny man was polishing his bicycle as I came up. "I want to buy a bicycle," I said, and brought out my bundles of coins. The man whistled in wonder as I unwrapped the money carefully on his table. "How many coins have you got there?" Proudly, I told him. 305. 305, he muttered. That's 30 shillings and 50 cents. He exploded with laughter. "A whole bicycle? 40 for 30 shillings and 50 cents? His laugh followed me as I walked away with bundles of coins, deeply disappointed. On our way home, Yayo asked what was wrong. I had to tell her everything. "You saved all your money for a bicycle to help me?" she asked. I could tell she was amazed and touched. "How nice of you." As for the tall, skinny man, she scoffed, "Oi, what does he know? Of course you will buy a bicycle. One day you will." Her kind words did not cheer me. The next afternoon, the sound of peeky, peeky, peeky filled the air. Tuck, 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 tuck. I came out of the house and stared in astonishment. Moretti was perched on an orange motor bike. He cut the engine and dismounted. Then, chucking at my excited questions about the picky, 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 he headed into the house. When Moretti came out, Yayo was with him, and he was wheeling his bicycle. "I want to sell this to you for 30 shillings and 50 cents. Does that sound familiar to you?" He winked at me. Surprised, I stared at Moretti. How did he know about my secret money box? I hadn't told him anything. Then suddenly I realized the wonderful thing that had just happened. My bicycle. I have my very own bicycle. I said, and it didn't matter at all that it wasn't decorated with red and blue. Within moments, I had brought Moretti my money box. Moretti gave Yayo the box, and Yayo, in turn, gave it to me. Puzzled, I looked from Yayo to Moretti and to Yayo again. "You're giving it back to me?" Yayo smiled. "It's a reward for all your help to us." Thank you, I cried gleefully. The next Saturday, my load sat tall and proud on my bicycle, which I walked importantly to market. I wasn't riding it because Yayo could never have kept up. Looking over at Yayo, I wish she didn't have to carry such a big load on her head. If only I had a cart to pull behind my bicycle. I thought I could lighten her load. That night, I emptied the box, arranged all the coins in piles, and the piles into rolls. Then I counted the coins and thought about the cart I would buy. The end. How awesome was that story? Here are some questions to think about with your parents. In the beginning of the story, Yayo gave Sarani money. And what do you think she thought he would do with the money? Good question, huh? Another question, what types of chores did Sarani complete in order to earn money for buying his bike? Can you remember? What happened when Saruni raised enough money to finally buy his dream bike? Do you remember what happened at the market? Well, here is an activity that you can do with your child to teach your child about saving for multiple goals using multiple saving buckets. Maybe you all have been saving up and waiting for the opportunity to take an amazing spring break trip to the beach. And in addition to this goal, your young mathematician, wants a new bike. Teach your child how to save for multiple wants. Have them split their allowance among multiple saving goals, and this will teach them to weigh their decisions carefully. They may eventually choose to focus on one goal over the other. Here is an example. I have 2 amazing jars that I keep coins in. 1 and 2. This jar is filled with the coins that I'm saving to purchase my needs. And this jar is filled with the coins that I save to purchase my wants. sometimes at the end of the day, I just stick my hand in pockets that I have in my coat closet, and I would find loose coins. Or when I'm walking and taking a walk in my community, I might find a penny on the ground and bring it back and stick it in either my needs container or my wants container. Do you think that's a great activity? Well, try it out. And hopefully you'll join us again next week and for another book read with another amazing person from the University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Extension. Bye.